So now I'm going to introduce Dr. Susan Rathbun-Grubb, who is going to lead the Beta Phi Mu induction. Most of you that know me know that the best thing in my life is graduation and orientation and giving out awards. So this is a really special night for me, and Susan, please.
Thanks so much for coming. I'd like to introduce the officers of the Beta Omega chapter of Beta Phi Mu. Kristen Lawson is our president, and Crystal Johnson is our vice president. I don't know where Kristen, there you are, hey. Jenny Dilworth is our treasurer, and Denise Lyons is our secretary. So they're going to be doing the ceremony tonight, and I'll turn it over to them.
Good evening. My name is Kristen. I am currently serving as the president of the Beta Omega chapter of Beta Phi Mu, and it is an honor to stand before you this evening and introduce the 2015 Beta Phi Mu initiates. I'd like to thank Dr. Rathbun-Grubb, Susan, for her assistance and guidance that she provides generously to our chapter. So at this time, I would like our initiates in attendance to rise.
The initiates have been declared eligible for membership in Beta Phi Mu by virtue of their superior scholastic records, their character, and their professional promise. They have been recommended by the University of South Carolina School of Library and Information Science for this recognition. And you guys can be seated again.
We meet here today to honor those who have met the standards of scholarship in their professional school and whose records indicate they will contribute significantly to the development of the library and information professions. The obligations of membership in our International Honors Society include a continuing interest in research, scholarship, and leadership. In an information society, we have a right to expect that the most talented professionals demonstrate a willingness to use their talents in service to that society. In accepting membership in Beta Phi Mu, you commit yourselves and your talents to the promotion of the best in scholarship and service. In order that you may understand our common purposes, Crystal, our chapter vice president, will explain our commitment to scholarship.
Since its inception in 1949, Beta Phi Mu has promoted scholarship through the maintenance of high standards for admission to its ranks, through publications distinguished for their content and design, through important lecture series in its chapters, and through the provision of scholarships. Our society has also encouraged scholarly endeavors through the support of the first few volumes of the Journal for Library and Information Science Education and Library History Seminar 5 during the centennial of the American Library Association in 1976. Our Beta Phi Mu Monograph series and lecture series continue this tradition. Our name, Beta Phi Mu, contains the initial letters for the Greek word which can be translated, librarians are guardians of knowledge. However, our purpose is indicated by our insignia, the dolphin and anchor of the Venetian printer Aldus Manutius, whose small books of Greek and Latin classics provided the world of his day with greater access to information. Aldus noted that he had made a vow to devote his life to public service. That service ideal has never been more important than it is in our present world. Therefore, Denise Lyons, our chapter secretary, will speak of our commitments to service and leadership.
Our motto indicates that service to others is one of our major commitments. That service can and does assume many forms and occurs in many types of libraries and information agencies. Allied with scholarship, service can extend the boundaries of knowledge and teach information skills to help citizens cope with the future. We need your leadership not only in creating knowledge, but also in promoting the usefulness of knowledge. Those who have the potential for scholarship and service have a special obligation to develop leadership for their profession. Since your scholarship has already been demonstrated, more can be expected of you than others. In all periods of history, the demand for leadership has been greater than the supply. That is no less true today. An information society requires specially gifted persons to provide solutions not only for the technical, but also to the human problems. From you, we expect our future leaders to emerge. In Beta Phi Mu, we look forward to working with you in achieving our common goals.
You may not be able to see in the back up here on the table, we have a candle. And as the light is the ancient symbol of learning, Beta Phi Mu adopted it for our initiation ceremonies. Learning must overcome ignorance as light overcomes the darkness. We ask you to accept this symbol of our dedication to spread the knowledge and understanding throughout the world. For we hold, with Thomas Jefferson, that no republic can be ignorant and free. I now ask you, we have 3 initiates here, and we have 3 who will be inducted this evening in absentia. And those who are here, I ask you to signify acceptance of these ideals that we've shared by stepping forward as Jenny calls your name to receive your membership pin and certificate.
Jason Monroe Broughton.
Jason received his undergraduate degree in biology education from Florida A&M University and a master's in public administration from the University of South Florida. He's currently working at South Carolina State Library as the outreach coordinator, and most recently received recognition from the Library Journal as a 2015 Mover and Shaker. Jason was also an ALA Spectrum Scholar in 2013. And outside of his job at the State Library, he participates in the Low Country Men Who Cook fundraisers to assist underprivileged youth. Congratulations, Jason.
Jessica Dye.
Jessica is currently working here at Thomas Cooper Library at the University of South Carolina in the reference department. She received her undergraduate degree in English from the University of Hawaii at Manoa and is a member of Phi Beta Kappa. Congratulations, Jessica. The 3 who are not here shared some information with us to share with all of you this evening. Morgan received his undergraduate degree from the College of Charleston in English and in classics, and he's living back there in Charleston, as many of us are always drawn back there, the beautiful city, volunteering at his local library while working at 5 Loaves Cafe, so if you ever stop in, look for Morgan. And while studying here at SLIS, Morgan was a recipient of the William Trafton Award for Outstanding Student Leadership. So another wonderful alumni in addition to Beta Phi Mu. So congratulations to Morgan.
Teresa Wellborn Linebarger. And she's in absentia also.
Teresa was a 2004 graduate of SLIS, and once you're nominated for membership in Beta Phi Mu, you can join and become a member at any time. And as she and I communicated, it's now 11 years later, and she's decided to become a member of Beta Phi Mu. She works at Pickens County Public Library as the Adult Programming and Volunteer Coordinator, and she's shared what I thought was a great story for those of you who may remember Dr. Dan Barron. She shared that she will never forget during one of her first classes, Dr. Dan started class by ripping apart an outdated volume of an encyclopedia. And she said it just rekindled her enthusiasm for her job. So Teresa, we are welcoming her into Beta Phi Mu this evening as well.
Eve Alexandra Ross.
Eve graduated from Brigham Young University with an undergrad degree in linguistics, and she is working as an assistant librarian and research specialist at the McNair Law Firm. She received first place nationally at the American Association of Law Libraries in the 2014 hackathon. She appreciates Dr. Keeling's thorough and rigorous approach to assessment, and she also shared the appreciation to Dr. Albright for her encouragement to take a leadership role in the Special Libraries Association, where she, Eve, is currently serving as the director of the South Carolina chapter. So congratulations, Eve.
Rachel Lane Walden, in absentia.
Rachel is our 6th initiate this evening, and unfortunately wasn't able to be with us this evening. She's working currently in library and knowledge management at the biomedical library at Vanderbilt Medical Center, and sends her best to all of us here. So again, I'd like to congratulate all 6 of our initiates, those 3 who are here and those 3 who we inducted in absentia. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, and congratulations to the new Beta Phi Mu inductees. I want to share now a secret award. It's the Carolyn Delton Service Award, and it's sponsored by Lissa, the Library and Information Science Student Association, which is led by Dr. Elise Lewis, and Susan has been helping. And they just won the American Library Association Student Chapter of the Year Award. Taylor, will you come up now and proceed with your award?
Good evening, everybody. Like Dr. Sam said, my name is Taylor Atkinson, and I am the outgoing president of Lissa, the Library and Information Science Student Association here at USC. I think I can speak on behalf of my fellow officers and I when I say this has been a really exciting year for Lissa. We did some really awesome things here on campus and out in the community. We partnered with USC's Thomas Cooper Library to create a banned book exhibit. We volunteered at places like Richland Library and the South Carolina State Library. Some of the officers we presented this year at the South Carolina Library Association annual conference back in October. And I think most excitingly, we're happy to win the ALA Student Chapter of the Year Award, which I found out on Monday. So this has been a very exciting week for all of us. I also have to say that everything that we do would not be possible without every single member of SLIS, faculty, staff, and students. And for us to pick just 2 recipients of the Carolyn Dalton Award is really hard for us to do. But we have chosen to highlight 1 SLIS staff member and 1 SLIS faculty member this year that we all agree constantly go above and beyond what they need to do for everyone at SLIS. So without further ado, I would like to present the first 2015 Carolyn Dalton Service Appreciation Award to George Shaw. Thank you, George. And I would also like to present the second Carolyn Dalton Service Appreciation Award to Dr. Susan Rathbun Grubb, better known as Dr. RG. Thank you, everyone.
The Wayne S. Yenawin Distinguished Student Award is an annual award. It's presented to a graduate from the previous year's class. It's based not only on grade point average, but also on the quality of the student's class participation, ability to assimilate information and pass it on, transfer material. So it's based on the entirety of a student's experience with us. This year, the recipient is Morgan Kinder. And Morgan graduated in 2014. As you know, he's in Charleston tonight. He received his undergraduate degree from Charleston with a double major in English and Classics. And he served as the graduate assistant in the Office of Student Services. This is like a really hard job. It's not easy to be the graduate assistant in Student Services. Amanda? And I think, isn't Ashley here too? Yeah, Ashley. But it's hard work because you have to keep all the confidentiality, serve the students and the faculty, and pretend like you don't hear anything. It's hard. So Morgan is pursuing his career in library and information science, and we're very pleased to present the Wayne S. Yenawin, who people, if you don't know, was one of the very first deans here at the School of Library and Information Science. Our second award of the evening, boy, I hope I can make it through this one without cracking up, is the John Olsgaard Distinguished Service Award. This award recognizes an individual who's made exceptional contributions to the school at large. His or her sharing of time and expertise has greatly benefited all of us, the alumni, the faculty, and the staff. It's presented to someone who's truly an example of the profession, the school, and the university. And this year, we are happy to present it to Cathy Cooper Mac. Cathy graduated from South Carolina State University in 1985 with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing. In 1997, she received her MLIS from us, and she has been tirelessly raising money ever since. At the South Carolina Library Association is Cathy Cooper Mac that runs the karaoke night, which I'm telling you, if you haven't been, you gotta go. She has championed the silent auction of the baskets and has raised almost $48,000 in scholarship money for the University of South Carolina School of Library and Information Science. Her spirit is indefeatable. She will never take no for an answer. If she sees you have $1 in your pocket, she is going to get it. At the karaoke night, people pay for the honor of making fools of dancing and singing. And it's turned out to be a great tradition. With no further ado, Cathy Cooper.
Good evening. Thank you so much for the John N. Olsgaard Distinguished Service Award. It has been my humble pleasure to give my time, expertise, and energy, I added that in there, to the School of Library and Information Science Scholarship for Diversity and Librarianship. It has been lots of fun, and I will definitely continue to work with this great scholarship. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the person or persons that nominated me. I'm not sure. I know Miss Noni asked for my little bio, but I know Sam was in it too, probably. But Sam, she didn't tell what she does. Y'all don't listen to the secret. But what she does, she comes to the table at the silent auction, and she bids on a lot of things all at one time. Sometimes she even gets like 3 prizes because she bids so everyone would outbid her so we can raise the most money. Isn't that excellent? And we really, really appreciate that. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my parents, Marion and Francis Mac, for always supporting me, and my beautiful children, Diamond and Imani. They're here, y'all. Put your hand up, my mom and dad. And my wonderful and supportive husband. I love you all. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see everyone at the 100th year celebration of the South Carolina Library Association Annual Conference in Columbia. The Scholarship of Diversity will be having 2 fundraisers. I want to see y'all at the silent auction table and karaoke or whatever activity we have, because we need the funds, okay? Thank you for your continued support. Thank you.
Our next award is the F. William Summers Outstanding Alumni Award. This award recognizes an individual's outstanding contributions to the school and the profession. The award is presented selectively rather than annually. We don't always give it. And we give it when somebody distinguishes themselves in the field. It reflects the individual's commitment to excellence and is a reflection of a career dedicated to the advancement of the profession. This year, the recipient is Dr. Curtis R. Rogers. Curtis is the Director of Communications for the South Carolina State Library and coordinates the South Carolina Center for Children, South Carolina Center for the Book. He's been working in the library and information science field for 27 years. He's worked at the Union Carnegie Library, the Charleston County Public Library, and has taught courses at our school. He has a Bachelor of Arts in Geography, an MLIS from us, a Doctor of Education in Curriculum and Instruction from USC, and in 2001, He completed the University of the Azores summer study course in Azorian Portuguese culture and language, and in 2004 completed the Certified Public Manager certification. In 2008, he was president of the South Carolina Library Association, and he currently serves on the South Carolina Academy of Authors, Board of Governors, the Our All Awards Committee, and the South Carolina Book Festival Advisory Committee. Curtis is in Fort Lauderdale tonight. I don't think it's a conference, but Dean Fred Roper has agreed to accept the award for him, and we do have a video of acceptance.
Faculty, staff, students, friends, and distinguished guests, it's really, really a great honor to receive this award. It's something that I kind of knew was coming because Noni Price sent me an email message and said, "Can you send me your bio?" And I thought, what is she asking for? But anyway, I was really, really pleased to be notified that I received this award, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there in person to accept it. And also I was told to keep my comments to only about 20 minutes, so about 2 minutes. But I just wanted to say a few things, talking about some of the things that are important to me about library science, and one of which is the importance of internships. I look back on my experience at the library school at Davis College, and I really think about how important my internship was. And so any students who are there tonight, I greatly encourage you to seek out an internship. It really, really will do a lot for your career and really help to put into practice all of the theory that you're studying about library and information science. So I just wanted to be sure and say that. And the other thing I wanted to be sure and say was something that I think is really important in our American Library Association Code of Ethics, and it's number 7. And I just wanted to read it to you real quickly. We distinguish between our personal convictions and professional duties, and do not allow our personal beliefs to interfere with fair representation of the aims of our institutions or the provision of access to their information resources. And I think since that's one of my favorite codes in the Code of Ethics, I think it's important to remember, and I think it's important to regularly go back and look at our Code of Ethics. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn over an additional acceptance to Dean Emeritus Dr. Fred Roper, who is going to pick up my award from me and say a few words. So again, thank you very much.
It's a great pleasure to accept this award on behalf of my friend, colleague, former student. Most of you don't know that Curtis, as both an undergraduate and a graduate student, worked in the library school's office. He worked there for 4 years. So you'll excuse Ellen Stokes, Gail Douglas Johnson, and me for feeling that we raised him. He showed promise at that point, which was very evident, and his work, his service to the state library, to the libraries of South Carolina and beyond, and to the book arts and to the Center for the Book have all fulfilled that promise. So on Curtis's behalf, thank you very much.